All right, welcome back. Today, we're going to build a powerful mental toolkit. We're talking about a serious upgrade to the way you think, make decisions, and yeah, even the way you earn. We're turning abstract concepts into real-world tools you can start using, like today. Oh, yeah, we've all been there, haven't we? You're staring at something, a new phone, a job offer, whatever, and you're caught between all the hype and this little voice in your head saying, wait a second. Well, that feeling of uncertainty, that's exactly what we're going to dismantle today. So let's get one thing straight right off the bat. Critical thinking isn't some boring academic thing you left behind in school. It's a real-world superpower. Seriously, think of it as your own personal built-in BS detector that helps you sniff out bad arguments, weak evidence, and just plain old marketing fluff. It helps you see what's really going on.
Okay, let's get into it. Think of this first part as installing a major upgrade to your brain's operating system. It's not about becoming a whole new person, not at all. It's about becoming a sharper, quicker, and way more effective version of the person you already are. A lot of us just kind of run on instinct and guesswork. And hey, gut feelings have their place, for sure. But relying on them alone, that's like trying to navigate a huge, unfamiliar city with no map. What we're doing here is building a reliable system, a repeatable habit that gets you results you can count on every single time. So to build that system, you got to start with a solid foundation, right? These are the 4 essential pillars that are going to support every good decision you make from here on out. Let's break them down. Let's make this super practical. Imagine you're thinking about a new job. Clarity is asking yourself, what do I really want here? Is it the money, or is it more about not working weekends? Accuracy is finding out if that salary they're advertising is actually realistic for someone with your experience. Precision? That's you reading the fine print on the health insurance plan. And relevance is about ignoring the cool office ping pong table, because what you really care about is career growth. See, these 4 pillars just cut right through the fog. And this is the key, really. Using these pillars isn't some kind of magic. It's a method. You're literally moving from just wandering around hoping you end up somewhere good to having a GPS for your brain that gives you clear turn-by-turn directions to get where you want to go. So we've got our foundation set. Now we need a blueprint to actually build on it. This is where something called the ideal method comes in. And trust me, it's like a 5-step cheat code for taking apart any problem, no matter how chaotic it seems. This really is your cheat code for chaos. First, you identify the root of the problem, the leaky pipe, not just the water stain on the ceiling. Then, you define what fixed actually looks like. Next, and this is crucial, you explore all your options, from a quick fix to replacing the whole thing. Then you act, pick the smartest move, and make it happen. And finally, you look back and ask, what did I learn from that? It's a simple, powerful loop. Now, I really want you to hear this part. It is so tempting to just jump from identifying a problem straight to picking a solution. You have to fight that urge. The real breakthroughs, the truly creative and game-changing answers, they're almost always found when you give yourself time to just explore all the options, even the wild ones. Seriously, that's where the gold is hidden. Okay, so we have our framework, and we have our blueprint. But there's one more obstacle we have to deal with: our own brains. Our minds are hardwired with these sneaky little shortcuts, we call them biases, that can lead us completely off track without us even noticing. So let's learn how to spot them. And these things are incredibly common. Confirmation bias, that's that little thrill you get when a headline confirms what you already believe, while you just scroll right past anything that challenges you. And anchoring bias, that's when a salesperson throws out a really high price for a car first. That number gets stuck in your head, so any price lower than that feels like a bargain, even if it's not. The fix is simple, but it takes effort. You have to actively ask, okay, but what if the opposite is true? And if you think these little mental glitches are no big deal, well, think again. These cognitive biases cost businesses an estimated $1.5 trillion every single year. That's in bad decisions, lost productivity, you name it. The stakes for thinking clearly are ridiculously high. So, if bad thinking costs trillions, it only makes sense that clear thinking is incredibly valuable, right? You've just learned how to think clearly, solve problems with a system, and dodge those mental traps. So now, let's talk about turning that valuable skill into actual, tangible cash in your pocket. And look, this is not just some theory. The ability to bring clarity to a confusing problem is a highly marketable skill.
You can package this expertise in all sorts of ways. You could offer one-on-one decision detox sessions on Upwork, run workshops for companies through LinkedIn, or even create a YouTube channel that debunks popular myths. Believe me, the demand for clarity is out there and it is huge.
So here's the bottom line. In a world that is absolutely drowning in information and complexity, the person who can act like a lighthouse, the one who can cut through all that noise and show a clear path forward, that person is invaluable. And you've just learned how to be that person. Don't ever underestimate that power. So let's make this real. Your mission, starting right now, is to take one thing you just assume is true, a news headline you saw, a piece of common advice, whatever, and actually put it to the test. So what is it? What's the one fact you're going to go and double check today?